Have you ever wondered what the end times will be like? So, you're not alone. This is a theme that sparks curiosity, fear, and often a sense of urgency. Imagine living in a world where events prophesied millennia ago begin to unfold before your eyes. The Rapture, the rise of the Antichrist, the Great Tribulation, and the triumphant return of Jesus are just some of the pieces of this grand apocalyptic puzzle. Many believe these prophecies are merely myths or ancient stories, but what if I told you that signs of these events are already manifesting? In a world increasingly tumultuous with natural disasters, conflicts, and social changes, it seems we are closer than ever to these prophesied times. What if you could better understand these events and prepare for what is to come? In this video, we will delve deeply into each of these events, offering a clear and detailed understanding of the end times. Get ready for a revealing journey that will not only quench your curiosity, but also provide you with the necessary tools to face these challenges with faith and resilience. Let's unravel the mystery of the end times together and discover how each of us can be prepared for the grand finale of this epic story. The mysteries of the end times have always intrigued humanity, and this video provides a detailed explanation of the events that precede and follow the return of Jesus, according to biblical prophecies. To understand better, imagine an epic story that unfolds like a grand film, where every scene is crucial to the plot. The Bible is the script of this narrative, offering clues and details about what is to come. And it is precisely this plot that guides the viewer through predictions and signs indicating the beginning of the end. The narrative of the end times is filled with dramatic transitions and surprising events. Think of the prophecies as a giant puzzle, where each piece fits to reveal the big picture. These events are described in a way that engages and educates, highlighting how small changes in daily life can be signs of something greater. For example, a sudden increase in natural disasters or significant political changes can be interpreted as part of this grand plan. When discussing the end times, it is crucial to recognize the importance of being prepared and aware. After all, we are not just watching a film but participating in a real story that impacts our lives. Understanding these prophecies can inspire practical actions, such as strengthening faith, seeking knowledge, and helping the community. Thus, everyone can find their role in this grand narrative as we await the next chapters of this fascinating story. The rise of the Antichrist is one of the most impactful events in the context of the end times. Imagine a charismatic and extremely intelligent leader who rises from an important political position, quickly gaining the trust of the masses. This individual will use his persuasive power to create a global alliance, promising peace and prosperity. The idea of such an influential ruler may seem distant, but think of historical figures who managed to unite nations in times of crisis, like Winston Churchill during World War II. This enigmatic figure will not only conquer political leaders, but also gain the support of the world's major religions. With promises of universal harmony, he will establish a temporary peace that, on the surface, will seem like the solution to many global problems. However, this peace will only be a prelude to darker events. Like a skilled salesman who promises the world but delivers less than expected, the Antichrist will use his influence for his own ends. For many, the rise of the Antichrist will be a test of discernment and faith. It will be crucial to recognize the signs and not be deceived by superficial promises. In practical terms, this may mean paying attention to global political changes and questioning the motives behind certain alliances. Additionally, strengthening one's faith and understanding of the scriptures can help prepare for these difficult times. Thus, being vigilant and informed will be essential to navigating the challenges of the end times. Imagine living your daily life when, suddenly, millions of people mysteriously disappear. This event, known as the Rapture, is one of the most significant milestones of the end times. The idea is that, in the blink of an eye, people around the world simply vanish, leaving behind clothes, belongings, and a trail of confusion. Think of science fiction movie scenarios where the impossible becomes reality, causing an immediate collapse in daily routines and world order. The Rapture not only causes an immediate impact, but also leaves a lasting mark on the collective psyche. The press, governments, and families desperately seek answers for what happened. Imagine the chaos in the streets, hospitals, and airports, where the sudden absence of people creates emergency situations. This event generates global panic, as if the world were facing an unprecedented crisis, similar to the most catastrophic events recorded in human history. For those left behind, life after the rapture will be a test of faith and resilience. It is an opportunity to reflect on one's path and seek a deeper understanding of the prophecies of the end times. In practical terms, this may include becoming more involved in the community, offering support and solidarity in times of crisis. It is also a time to strengthen the spiritual connection, seeking answers and guidance in the sacred scriptures. Thus, the rapture is not only an event of loss but also a catalyst for personal change and growth. Biblical prophecies are the backbone of understanding the end times, providing a detailed map of the events that will occur. Books like Daniel and Thessalonians offer intriguing glimpses of what is to come. Daniel, for example, speaks of the rise of a powerful leader, while Thessalonians details the rapture and the signs that will accompany it. These prophecies act as a guide, directing the faithful on how to recognize the end times and prepare appropriately. Interpreting these prophecies can be challenging, but it is essential for those seeking to understand the end times. For example, the scriptures mention specific signs, such as natural disasters and political changes, that will serve as alerts. A careful study of these texts can reveal patterns and events that have already begun to manifest in our world. Think of the prophecies as a puzzle where each piece represents an event that fits perfectly into the big picture of the divine plan. To apply this knowledge in daily life, it is important to be attentive to world events and how they align with the prophecies. This may include participating in Bible studies, reading books like The Late Great Planet Earth by Hal Lindsey or The Book of Daniel by Charles Swindoll, and discussing these issues with the faith community. Thus, in addition to understanding what is to come, people can find strength and guidance in their beliefs, reinforcing their faith in uncertain times. This continuous preparation paves the way for a deeper understanding of the events that will unfold. During the end times, nations will engage in devastating conflicts due to resource scarcity. Imagine a world where competition for water, food, and energy becomes so fierce that countries turn against each other in endless battles. This scenario of total war is not just a fight for survival, but also a reflection of human nature when pushed to the extreme. It's like watching a chess game where every move is crucial, but the pieces are human lives, and the board is planet Earth. These conflicts will not be limited to small skirmishes. They will be large-scale wars involving modern weaponry and complex military strategies. Think of the horrors of past world wars, but multiplied by a scenario of scarce resources and growing desperation. Nuclear bombs, biological, and chemical weapons will become common tools in the fight for control. This period of destruction and violence will show how vulnerable modern civilization is when faced with existential crises. For those looking to prepare for the challenges of the end times, it is vital to understand the importance of diplomacy and personal peace. Promoting peace within their own communities and preparing for times of crisis can make a significant difference. Studying survival tactics and developing practical skills, such as gardening or water purification techniques, can provide a crucial advantage. Additionally, engaging in humanitarian actions and seeking peaceful solutions can help mitigate the effects of these conflicts and contribute to a more resilient and united world. Now that you understand the complex and fascinating events of the end times, it is time to reflect on what all this means for you personally. How can you prepare spiritually and practically for these challenging times? The key is to strengthen your faith, continuously educate yourself about the prophecies, and actively engage in your community. Think about your daily actions and the choices you make. Are they aligned with the teachings that can guide you through these times? What steps can you take today to ensure that you and your family are ready to face what is to come? Change starts now with small decisions that can have a significant impact on your future. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. That way, you will continue to receive content that will help you better understand the end times and prepare for the future. Join us on this journey of learning and spiritual strengthening. After all, knowledge and preparation are the best tools to face any challenge.